All right, friends, we're going to do a reaction video to, it's T-Man. We're going to do a reaction video to the basement bodybuilding. Basement bodybuilding, yes. The gym lifting recruiting slave himself. Basement bodybuilding. So basement bodybuilding says the paradox of program hopping. All right.
There's an ongoing debate in the fitness industry, and it will always continue to go on. This isn't a recent fad or a recent...
All right, I'll explain something to you what this guy's doing here. This guy is doing sarcoplasmic training. It's kind of obvious when you look at him. If you're a bodybuilder, you understand bodybuilding, the fundamentals of everything. See, here's the thing. If you're going to do bodybuilding, you need to know everything about it. If you don't know anything about it, you just are a lifting slave, then you have another thing coming to you. This training here is sarcoplasmic. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying he's not doing some concentric and eccentric, but you're going to notice what he's going to say in the video, and I'm going to correct that. Watch what he says.
Trend or whatever. This is something that has always been going on and will continue to go on probably for as long as humans lift. And this debate is what I like to call the paradox of training advice. One of the most common pieces of advice from most of the well-intentioned, reputable content creators or advanced lifters is the piece of advice.
Oh, reputable. That means you got to have a lot of subscribers, right? Reputable, fitness, influencers, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so if you don't have enough subs, even though you're putting out the truth and you're a real bodybuilder, you're not an expert according to basement bodybuilding, see? That's why I laugh at you people. See, I'm not laughing with you. I'm laughing at you. You understand me? I'm laughing at him because all of you have failed. You all failed, bro.
That anything works. Within reason, of course.
Yes, anything works within reason. You want to know what happens? Everything works until what? Until it stops working. Want to know why? There's a reason why, and I don't have to tell you why it stops working and how to get it to keep on working. Why should I?
But if you want to train 2 times a week, that works. If you want to...
Yeah, that works too. If you want to work out 2 times a week, that works until it stops working.
Train 5 times a week, that also works.
Yes, and if you want to train 5 times a week, 5 times a week, that also works until it stops working. Get it?
You want to follow upper lower, well, that will work. If you want to follow push pulling,
yeah, those will work too. Upper lower, push pull, they'll all work until they stop working.
Extra full body, that also works.
Yeah, when you do full body, it also works, but until it stops working. Yes.
If you want to do cable rows, that works. If you want to do T-bar rows, that also works.
Yes, cables work, T-bar rows work until they stop working.
Within reason, as long as you follow.
And then your muscles take on a life of its own. They call it sarcoplasmic hypertrophy because now you're doing volume training. You're expanding the volume of the sarcoplasm by coming in often to the gym now. You're a comfortable lifting slave. See what I mean? Your body is no longer adapting to muscular gains. It's adapting to being good at moving these weights around. Yeah, like a comfortable little lifting a laborer slave for $10 an hour at the job.
Well, some general basic principles. Anything works.
Yes, anything works until it stops working. So what do you got to do to make it work? That's the question, isn't it?
As long as you're training the target muscle through a relatively decent range of motion, you're hitting the muscle at least twice a week.
Yeah, but all of you are. And how come you're not gaining? Why aren't you gaining every time you come in? Why aren't you gaining? Why?
And you're training hard. All of that works.
Yeah, all of that works. You're training hard. And then it works, and then it stops working.
And I'm not here to deny that. I think that tends to be correct. But here's the problem that I have with content creators.
Yes, what's the problem that you have with content creators? Yes.
And that does kind of include myself, even though I am obviously aware.
I mean, look at what he's doing here. This is frivolous. The exercise, the amount of effort that he's putting in is frivolous and vexatious. Look at this. His workout is frivolous.
This, since I'm the one making this video, and I try not to fall into this trap. But there's kind of a happy...
And you know what? If you came back to this channel 10 years later, even 20 years later, he'll be doing the same weight and his body will pretty much look the same. It will not have progressed. He would have got some puffy muscles. He's inflaming his muscles, lifting, of course, concentrically. Man, he has some glycogen in there. That's it. He never really built any muscle. He's just lifting for whatever reason, bro. I have no clue.
Medium that you have to take as a content creator or as an advanced lifter, even if you don't make content, just giving advice to new lifters.
I give advice, just not to new lifters. I put information on my channel. I don't give advice. They ask me for advice. I don't want to give advice. I put information to guide people in the right direction, but they don't want to listen to me, so that's okay. Don't listen to me. Keep failing, bro. Keep failing.
I remember being a beginner, and I would ask more advanced guys for advice. I would look to the fitness industry on. So
The problem is you were asking the wrong guys. You were asking the wrong guys. You have to discover it on your own, like I did. I had to discover it on my own, bro. Get it? You have to go through many trials and errors to find out what is going to create certain things. But now you have YouTube, you have AI, you have internet, bro. I never had that growing up. I can find all the answers based on my experience, and I post them all the time, bro. Get it? One more time. Emotional damage. That's the problem with all you people, you influencers. You're suffering from emotional damage from failing.
social media for advice.
Yes, and you have failed your subscribers, your fans.
And I could never really quite find what I was looking for, and it was always very frustrating.
You can't find what you're looking for because you don't have any experience. You keep doing the same failure over and over again, rowing that fucking thing back and forth like a yo-yo, dude. Come on.
And it typically was always just kind of this watered down, like follow these basic guidelines, like train hard, train often enough, and other than that, just eat enough and kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, train enough, eat enough, hard enough, just kind of whatever, do whatever, yeah. All you need is one thing, and it's going to start a cascade of everything.
Within reason, you'll get jacked. And that advice it's technically true, and this is where it becomes a little bit of a paradox. While this advice is true, how helpful is it actually? Because if this advice worked and people wanted this advice and this is what they needed to learn how to train and get big, why is the fitness industry still a thing? You could say the fitness industry is...
We want to know why? Because in science, it tells you what builds muscles. If they were to tell you what builds it, then you wouldn't need to rely on the fitness industry anymore. That's why my channel can never be successful on the internet, because I don't sell failure. Greg Doucette, people like you, all these other influencers, you sell failure to the masses. And so they keep failing, and then they keep coming back, relying on you that you may give them eventually the answer to get there. Get it? But here's the thing. It's not, the truth is, that's not the answer they really want to hear. When I give them the truth, what builds bodies, they don't want to hear that, bro. Get it? They don't like it because it's uncomfortable. The problem with building your body big and strong, it's uncomfortable, it's brutal, you have to go through a lot to build it. And they're not willing to go there. They like to do concentric lifting, sarcoplasmic pumping training. They like to pump their muscles up. They like to squeeze their butt cheeks, like you, squeezing your butt cheeks with those weights. You enjoy that because it's pleasurable. You feel good. You feel euphoria squeezing your butt cheeks all day. Your butt chest cheeks and your fucking lat cheeks and your ass cheeks and your leg cheeks. Get it? You enjoy doing that. You like squeezing it, pumping glycogen in there. You understand me? You enjoy it. You don't want to do what's hard, really, what's uncomfortable. There's an old saying, you must be willing to do the things that other people aren't willing to do in order to have the things tomorrow that other people will not have. Get it, broski? See, I'm willing to do that, but none of you are willing to do that.
Thing because the industry itself is based on lies and scams that people fall into, and then
yes, it's based on lies and scams to lure you in, to sell you a product, to sell you on something, to take your money.
The people with good integrity have to then kind of make their own fitness industry to like help the people that fall into that trap, and that's kind of like a never-ending cycle in itself. But a lot of people don't fall for the scams. A lot of people see right through the V-shreds and whatnot. And a quick shout out to the ultralight tech tees.
No, they don't, because they still keep going to V-shreds.
From Barbell Apparel. We've all been there before. where you're trying to find that shirt that fits just right around your physique, but it's impossible because every shirt is super boxy. The quote-unquote short sleeve shirts, the sleeves are super wide and they go all the way down to your elbow, and it just hides the physique that you've been building up. The ultralight tech...
It hides it because you have no physique. That's why. The shirt is normal size, but you shrunk. You just didn't figure it out. You just don't understand that concentric exercises are associated with a loss of sarcomere number and muscle fibers. That's what happens. You're getting more physically weak, but you got better at lifting, bro. Get it? That's why you're a small, strong guy. But you're puffy with sarcoplasmic. You're puffy.
These are designed to fit around.
See how he loves to squeeze his butt cheeks at the end? He even grunts when he squeezes his butt cheeks. Look at that. Squeeze my butt cheeks. Look at his face. Look at his face when he squeezes it.
Muscular physique.
Let's see that again. One more time, bro. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Ready?
So enough of trying to like...
Look at it. Look at his face. I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. I love this picture, bro. This is funny.
Search for the perfect t-shirt at your local TJ Maxx or Walmart or whatever, and they're all going to be too baggy and not fit right and whatnot. This shirt
squeezing butt cheeks. Woo!
solves that problem, and it fits perfectly.
All right, whatever.
Because the more options that people have, the less satisfied they are with their choice. We know this through...
I mean, this is really frivolous. Look what he's doing here. He's pulling down. It's so easy coming down. It's so easy going up too, but whatever. He's just doing it really slow. He thinks maybe if I do it slower, if I don't use any heavier weight, I just do it slower, then maybe it'll magically grow a muscle. Well, in fact, you're trying to build type 2 muscle fibers, right? Okay. Why would you go slow? They're type 2. They're fast twitch, so you need to go fast. So he's going really slow. But most of his exercises are frivolous anyways. They're concentric exercises. They're sarcoplasmic trainings. It's sarcoplasmic training.
Diets. Most importantly, we know this just from...
See, people just don't realize that eccentric exercises, people coming into the gym pumping, they're doing concentric exercises, just pumps your muscles up with sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. You're coming in every day, high volume training, expanding the volume of the sarcoplasm. Yeah, cool. All right.
Living on the earth as a human. We've all been to...
Oh, yeah, we've all been there. Yes, we've all been on Earth and the humans. Yes. Another, what else has he got here?
Got 6 out of 10 choice. Oh.
Okay.
But you're anticipating that session the night before, the day up.
Well, this is good. He's throwing it up, but then you should allow it to lower. I hope it's heavy enough.
It adds to your mental stress.
It went down too easy, so there's no resistance going on here. You need to resist, bro. It's got to be heavy to resist.
And of course, physically, it takes...
So more failure there. This is concentric, whatever he's doing here. Even this is concentric too.
It's a toll. You can have the best stimulus.
His bench
truly
pressing.
Believe it. They're not going to be making the best gains that they...
Oh, he's got some eccentric, but it has already adapted there.
Possibly can. And this is where personally I get a fair amount.
Yes, personally, yes. Anything else you got here? Oh, he's still doing this again? Dude.
Stubbornly and dogmatically follow a certain training principle. Add that up to every lift in your...
It's really slow going up, easy going down.
Program. Add that up to your...
So this is a concentric exercise too. This is concentric as well. Let's see this.
To tell everybody that a certain...
Oh, this is pure concentric, dude.
Variation is best. If they're all equal...
Notice how he keeps pumping at the top. He's so busy pumping at the top instead of focusing on the downforce. Okay.
The outcome's going to be the same.
Yes, so, the outcome will be the same. A zero, bro. Get it? A zero.
Yeah. Does it really matter?
Does it really matter? Yes, it does, I guess.
You're in front of our eyes on social media. If
he did pretty good there. He got a little bit lower, but not enough.
Truly anything worked.
And it doesn't really matter. It's too light going down. Next. Okay, he's doing arm curls again. Not impressed
That's
here.
all that really comes.
I'm really not impressed here. This is too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. This is too easy too.
Yes, I nerd out about that hierarchy. Philosophy is the most important.
Yes, keep throwing those weights up and down. Eventually, you'll get there one day. Eventually, you'll get there one day throwing those weights up in the air. Yes, let's see this.
YouTubers or whatever, guys on Instagram.
Okay, look what he's doing here. His back is completely like on an angle, flat. He's using his arms to pull it. He's not using his back. I don't know. This is concentric.
If you're on TikTok or whatever, he's
squeezing his back muscles. See how he squeezes his butt cheeks like he squeezed his arms over there. Squeezing arms, squeezing triceps, squeezing whatever, chest muscles.
majority of them
Okay, whatever. This thing again? Oh my God.
making gains, and that was all I could
Yeah, vegan gains. Yeah, I don't know.
accepting that there might not be a major difference in certain training variables. Like,
these people, they're always guessing. They'll guess forever. He hates my channel. He told me not to direct any of my videos towards him. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell what you think about that. Ass cheeks over here lifting. See you later.